right, you're taking a look at Denial up 230 and growing to 150. They look totally in control of this first hard point on Detroit. Very strong performance from all of their Slayers. Can't wait to see our final scores. Attach has been the man. We were watching him during the commercial break as they're trying to close this one out.
Let me just get some of the game. Oh, wow, that was louder than I thought it was going to be. Some of the game sound for the wonderful viewers watching at home. 237 to 168. Bad to say that that's going to be GG to Denial going on game numero uno. As well, the other quarterfinals that we still have going on, Stunner versus FaZe, waiting for that one to get kicked off. JusTus versus Prof. We're going to try and get an invite to that one.
And you can see the FaZe match kicking off on the right side. That's
Apathy. It has just started. Nice.
So all of our matches are going except for JusTus versus Prophecy. That is the invite we're waiting on. We'll also give you the updates on the Optic Gaming Aware match, currently tied up 1 apiece. They're in the swing game.
Game on the left over. Denial take it 1-0 against Rise. And talking about that series bucket, do you see that just being a simple one for Denial, or do you think Rise have the potential to cause an upset?
I didn't think Rise could beat Envy. So yeah, I think it's definitely possible. Anything could happen here. Rise looking pretty strong. They kind of dominated Envy in that final search. So especially if they can force Denial into a game 5. Rise is going to be in a good position.
And of course, the first quarterfinal that kicked off after Gaming versus Aware, that one's currently tied up at 1 map apiece. The FaZe game on the right-hand side, FaZe 38 to 25. See if they can start building themselves a lead in that game.
They host are.
And we're going to go full screen with FaZe as you see Denial finishing. Let's take a look at Apathy's screen, up double over their opponent's score here in the first 2 minutes. Pretty solid start here for FaZe, but we'll see. Will their opponent's Stunner be able to set up for this hard point number 3?
Let's go. Go to the next one.
8 minutes. Is that sniper rifle?
Push through.
All right. All right, Apathy.
Apathy's got his more Semtex combo on.
I feel it. I want to see him use it.
Right next to
Changes his class. Smokes. Is he going to? No. No smokes for him just yet. Overcharged on that overclock.
Yeah, ASM1, overclock. No extended mags on this, it looks like.
Honestly, I feel like Apathy's going to become such a better player now with ASM1 moving in, because I feel like he was playing relatively well with Bal. Had some very inconsistent games at Columbus, I would feel. Some games he would do really well, other games he wouldn't necessarily do the best.
Yeah.
But now that he can use ASM1, I really expect to see him excel.
Dude, there's one shot.
And guys, in the chat, let us know, what do you think of the new red zone style approach we're taking, trying to show you as many streams as possible throughout the day.
Updates on updates
here on the
updates
2K. Keep you guys involved. I think the only thing we really need to improve on for tomorrow is getting a bracket and updating that bracket regularly.
As in creating our own
graphic.
Like graphic brackets?
Graphic.
Well, get some
No,
graphics.
no offense to the GB or the UMG sites, but I think a bracket of our own could be quite attractive.
Potentially. I like it. I like it. More improvements. Improvements on improvements on improvements. The Denial game, sorry, Denial Rise, of course, Denial 1-0 up in that one there. Waiting to go over to some Search and Destroy Riot. The game had to be restarted, though. Of course, FaZe currently taking on Stunner, a team who beat Team Caliber earlier on in the bracket. So, a couple of upsets, notably TK and also Envy. So, Rise taking down Envy and Stunner taking down Team Caliber.
Looking through.
Look at that sting.
Big surprise. I mean, after being up 25 points, FaZe now trailing. Solid job by Stunner in the garage. Now trying to hold down this side building, and it's not working out. Here comes Apathy clearing house, checking all the windows. More pressure from the alley. Gets one. His teammates there to support.
And you got to give some serious props to Stunner there, because they were down by like 40, 50 points. They managed to come all the way back into it. And actually had the lead for a short period of time, but FaZe looking at trying to push through the mid. Unfortunately, they do go down as well. So
Slasher and Friend spawning in the garage as well. Not the best spawn if you're trying to break this school. They're going to have to control this mid-street. One player behind those top boxes, a flanker. Apathy deals with it. He's going to try and push in. Hurt, though. He's running out of stim. Doesn't matter. Gets that one just as overclock finishes.
And nice plays coming out from Apathy as he looks to try and just level things up. 27 seconds left on that hard point before it does rotate. And the Denial game now just being restarted as stim overclock combo with overcharge being consistently used by Apathy. And you see how stim is really effective in that situation there for Apathy. Hardpoint about to rotate though. 10 more seconds. Scrap time. I think FaZe should be good on connecting with that.
Garage window.
Halfway point, we see it's Stunner up over FaZe, our Columbus champions. Look for FaZe to mount their late game comeback. They start off very strong in these first 2 hard points, giving themselves a 25-point advantage. Of course, this first hard point, and then it'll go over to green. FaZe was set up better than Stunner last rotation. Here at the start, sloppy fights going on in the middle. Apathy able to win 2 of them before he's cleaned up. Aches and Slasher now in the kill feed. FaZe dominating this middle hard point.
Yeah, it's looking really good for FaZe right now, as they should be able to pick up a lot of time. All they need to do is slay around the outside, and that's exactly what Apathy's going to try and do.
Apathy in the middle of this street is so good at just bouncing around, staying alive, getting those kills.
As well, to give you guys another update, the Prophecy game against JusTus, that is currently going on, and we can actually just quickly go to a dual screen real quick. You see Prophecy not having the best of time on Detroit Hardpoint.
Gonna have a bad time when you play JusTus.
Yeah, 249, make that 250, 100-point lead coming in for JusTus against Prof in game 1 of that series. Meanwhile, game numero 3.
Just reminding you, Ron, you promised me that Prof JusTus game.
That's not that invite isn't going too well right there. But meanwhile, game 3 of Aware versus Optic Gaming, that's about to kick off. That's currently tied at 1-1. You see that game now on your screens as the FaZe game actually still going on. I would like to see the end of that FaZe game.
You would?
Yeah, just dual screen it up. Give us some dual screen action as this game just starts. I mean, this is a CTF game of Retreat. Nothing really crazy is going to be going on with that one. FaZe still up, I believe. Yeah, 145 to 138.
All right, we got our Prophecy invite as well. Guys, we'll come back to this match between Optic Gaming and Aware. I'm going to jump out of it real quick as we're going to go hit up our Prophecy JusTus match. I have a feeling this is going to be a Game 5 series that goes all the way to the wire. And you can see Ben scrolling through some screens here. Who are you taking a look at? You going back to that?
Well, if we're skipping out of that one, I was going to jump into another one. So if you're dropping out the Optic game, I was going to bring up that stream so we can get updates on that one.
I like that plan.
You know, just trying to bring as many updates to the people as we possibly can. Denial, though, on the right-hand side, they're currently in a game against Rise. Denial 1-0 up, and they're looking pretty good in the Search and Destroy Riot. 3-0
yeah, Denial's
going
to 3-0 this series.
Yeah, it should be simple. I mean,
I feel it.
I don't think Rise can give them too many issues. I'll be honest. As again on the left-hand side, FaZe looking pretty close to closing this one out. Puckett, 2 minutes remaining.
I mean, it's only 20 points, plenty of time for Stunner. And you got to remember, this is the garage hardpoint that caused problems. This is where they made up their ground the first time. Can FaZe break this setup, or is Stunner going to retake the lead once again? They are also doing a pretty solid job locking down the 4th hardpoint, as you see Apathy trying to get there a little early this rotation. His teammates inside the garage locked it down as long as they could. 187 to 169 and counting here for Stunner. Meanwhile, you'll see another kill cam 4-0 for Denial over Rise.
Yeah, Denial are on some hype train over in that game. It's looking pretty dominant for those guys as well. That FaZe, it's actually only a 10-point game, Bucket. That's getting a little bit close right there for Stunner versus FaZe. Stunner, fair play to them keeping up in such big fashion with this FaZe team.
And I know we're only seeing 2 or 3 guns in competitive Call of Duty right now, but I'm really happy the ASM1 is here.
Oh, I'm so unbelievably happy. It adds just another element to it. Like, you genuinely do have that SMG that works well in close quarter combat, and it can actually outplay the bow more importantly. So you have that kind of...
And I love this combo. Like right now you're seeing Attach on the right side going ASM1 with a Moors. So sniper SMG combo. I like this setup here. And on the opposite side you're seeing FaZe coming down in the last 45 seconds. 20-point advantage.
Stunner on the hill too.
Stunner not getting any time. Constant contention inside. FaZe looks like they won their first battle. No one getting time yet. Stunner getting time once again. 30 seconds left on the clock. Stunner almost reaching 200. They need to hold it down for the next 11 seconds. Can they stop 2 FaZe pushes?
In fact, Apathy using that
FaZe gets in.
stim. FaZe on the hard point. 17 seconds left.
Done.
And that game...
Not over yet.
No.
Not over yet, says
11
Stunner.
seconds. They could tie it up, but they can't win it. All FaZe needs to do is contest it one time. Look for Apathy. Apathy just needs to run straight through the middle of the door. And that's game.
There we go.
Well played from Apathy right at the end.
2-1. How close has
one-point game.
Detroit Hardpoint been today? We saw Optic Nation with a 1-point loss to Aware. Now it is FaZe with a 1-point win over Stunner. A great comeback from Stunner, but FaZe holds on.
Yeah, just. And again, props to Apathy to recognize you didn't need to do anything fancy there. You just need to jump on the hill, run around in circles a couple of times, and that will be that. Meanwhile, the Denial Rise game in Search and Destroy bucket, I mean, that's getting a little out of control for Rise here. 5-0. Of course, Denial already 1-0 up in this series. It's worth mentioning, Optic Gaming versus Aware. That game currently going on. That's all tied at 1-1. You see that on the left-hand side of your screen. That's going to be Crimsic's perspective. They're still in round number 1 of that. That's going to be tied up at 1 apiece. And as soon as this Denial game is over, we can actually hop into...
We're going into JusTus Prof, man. JusTus up 1-0 in this series. We're kicking things off with Enable. Let's go full screen here. As we can just assume Denial is not going to choke that game.
You want to assume that?
Yeah.
That's a strong assumption.
Yeah, it's the strongest assumption I'll give you today.
35 seconds left. I'm agree with you on that one.
You ain't disagreeing? Uh-oh.
I ain't
Player
disagreeing.
right below Slacked. This guy's going to sneak in and find 2. Won't be able to get much done. It was Legal who had the opportunity. Parasite left in a 1-on-4. Bombs planted. This round definitely chalked up to JusTus unless Parasite can pull off the impossible.
Psst, Chris, it's 5-1. Rise win a round.
No.
Yep.
But they're not going to win anything
Yeah, I'm not saying anything.
When Rise wins 6 rounds straight, call me.
I ain't giving
and
you
then
some...
we'll call Mr. X in, and I'll just retire.
I ain't getting no bad Wuju. I'm just gonna say that.
Wuju?
Bad Wuju.
The what? The what Juju?
The Wuju.
The Wuju Voodoo?
Yeah.
Mudu Juju?
The Juju Juju.
Wuju Voodoo?
I like Juju Juju.
Enable 2-0. Nice start.
Enable, honestly, I think he is going to be a breakout player this year. I really do. He's looked fantastic in the early stages, just whether he can stay on track, I guess is the best way of explaining it.
Is Moch going to finally have some hype around his name?
I feel like he's always been one of the most underrated AR players within COD. You know, a lot of pros give him some serious props, but I think he's just more of a interesting teammate, let's just put it that way. Having... live with him and see him in a team dynamic.
You trying to say he's got a unique personality, Ben?
There you go. That's the word and the phrase I was looking for. But I feel like Enable can bring him down, and teaming with Classic and Slack, 2 very down-to-earth, chilled-out players, that definitely works out in their favor. Yeah, Denial won 6-1, Chris.
Yeah, I knew. I didn't even look at it.
I was just letting you know. I want to be aware and ready for things like that. That's what this show is all about, giving constant updates. Expect the unexpected, Chris.
No. Expect the expected, tell the story when it doesn't happen.
Well, pooey Yui.
Aha! Another 2-0 start. This one defused by Classic. He's got lots of time. It's actually Enable on that bomb. And there we go. 2-0, JusTus in the lead. Ben's hunting for more games, so we'll keep you updated on the other matches. Of course, Optic Gaming Aware in game number 3 right now. Capture the flag on retreat. JusTus versus Prophecy on your screen right now with JusTus leading 1-0. Rise down 2-0 to Denial. And Stunner down 1-0 after FaZe narrowly edged them out on Detroit by 1 point.
Yeah, all these quarterfinals actually coming out pretty close. And it's worth mentioning, if I've done this right, the winner of OG versus Aware will play the winner of the Prophecy versus JusTus game in the semifinal, and the winner of Rise versus Denial will play Stunner versus FaZe. So it's looking like a Denial FaZe semifinal, and to be honest, these other 2 quarterfinals are actually too tough to actually call. So I'm not gonna curse anyone. I'm just gonna wait for it to happen.
Ricky doing such a good play right there. Picks up 1 down low, then a second. That's gonna leave it all up to Moch. Ricky in position to get his 3rd. 3 straight kills for Ricky. Will make it a 2-1 game, and Ricky is going to put all the salt in that bloody mouth.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's like, wow, that's kind of disturbing.
You gotta get the balls to the face, man.
Balls to the face.
Balls to the face.
Slap them around, boys.
Complimentary teabag.
Who knew Ricky was a little...
I know, he's a feisty one.
A little bagger, man.
Yeah. He's shooting some bodies. He's He's letting people know about it.
Can we go over to
Dual
a
screen.
split screen real quick? I want to show you guys an update. We're currently still in round 1, or is this round 2?
This is round 2.
Round 2.
Round 2 of 2 with Optic Gaming versus Aware. They're tied at 1-1 overall in maps. Optic Gaming with a 2-1 lead in that CTF.
Parasite on your right monitor trying to get this bomb down. No kill scored yet, and Legal leading the charge is going to be peeking first. Parasite in support from the rooftop. Very slow setup from JusTus. Meanwhile, Optic starting to heat up. They're going to go for a flagpole from Krim6 here. And it looks like Krim is going to try and get that one out. Will he be able to do it alive?
It looks like he's actually going to be able to dip and slide away from that one.
So this should be a 3-1 game in favor of Optic if Krim can get this one all the way back to the base, and he does. Very nice job. They look all set to take game number 3 and take the lead in that best of 5. But switching back over to our S&D on the right side, you'll see JusTus. They're in the lead 2-1. Prophecy just picked up their first round, looking for their second with Fears on our screen. Legal moving on with the bomb. Ricky's still up, but they're running out of time to get the plant. 20 seconds left on the clock.
So right now as well. Just
perfect movement.
That was a really nice kill. Just update everyone on other things that are going on. The phase game is about to kick underway. That's map number 2. They're playing some Search and Destroy on Riot as well. So the same map rotation you're going to see. It's that Optic Gaming game now in the last minute 17. We'll stay with it on the left-hand side until it closes out, but I think it's pretty much fair to say that one is over.
Slow, patient play from Prof. Ties it up 2 apiece. Krim and the boys not slowing down for Optic. They're looking like a monster CTF team.
Yeah, absolutely. Going to keep my eye out on the phase game. Denial still in a pre-game lobby, though. Of course, Denial 2-0 up against Rise. They're going over to some Retreat CTF. It's going to be on Denial's host, too, so could potentially assume that one could be over. Of course, the game that we're currently in, JusTus versus Prof on the right-hand side. JusTus 1-0 up, and what a first map that was, too.
We'll watch Ricky here off the break.
Just smiling. You got a big old Chris Puckett smile right there.
Ricky on some defense. Last time he was on defense, he got a 3-piece. So
he on some defense.
I'm looking for another big round. He's going to be able to spot the bomb through the fence, unable to get the shots through there, of course, so that's why he had to jump out. But good start as he picks up first blood. They know where the bomb's at. This is Prophecy's round to lose if they play this correctly on D. Ricky leading the charge at 6-2 after that kill. A 5-kill streak as well.
Optic Gaming officially win that map. That takes that series to 2-1 overall against Aware. So Aware are going to have their backs against the wall going into the next uplink game, which they're going to see. Meanwhile, on the right-hand side of your screens, you will see this Prof versus Just game. You got Ricky and Parasite left alive.
Yeah, they choked, man. They were up 4-3. They know where the bomb was down, and then they just lost their defensive setup. JusTus pushed through the middle building, were able to clear out 2 big kills, and now Parasite is in a terrible position here in a round that should have been won seconds ago.
1-on-3, it's going to be tough, and we actually hop into the phase game on the left-hand side of your screens, thanks to Doug Sensa Martin. They're 0-1 down, but Parasite, meanwhile, is going to clean up 1. He needs to check the bomb, but he is going to get challenged, and unfortunately does go down. So that's going to be 3-2 in that game. Meanwhile, FaZe planting that bomb. I think it's just down to Sensor, actually. He's all by himself this round.
Here's Enable with your round-ending kill cam, taking out Parasite as JusTus retakes the lead. Gonna be tough scenario for FaZe. They're on your left side trying to tie it up. But let's go full screen with Prof for a little bit. We'll check into FaZe a little bit later. Let's go, who do you want to hop on board with off the start here?
Ricky's playing real good. I'm not gonna lie, 6-3 Ricky. Legal 0-4 as well. Just keep your eyes on him, but he has got those 2 plants, and they have been very crucial.
Yeah, and you can see Legal's job. Like, Ricky is distracting here. Legal has been sent as the assassin.
Well, they've actually changed roles. Yeah, so Legal basically saying, I ain't taking the bomb anymore, all right?
Well, Parasite has actually carried the bomb every single round.
Oh, at the start of the round?
Yeah, so Legal is like his lead blocker, and then Parasite is the one who starts off with it. Ricky has been kind of their farthest back playing defensive player, and on the attack, he also likes to watch the flank. Another big kill coming in here from Prophecy. Parasite grabbing that one. A player spotted up top. Now he drops in, and that was a big kill from Moach. We'll see if Moach and Classic can close this one out. 2v3. Big kill coming in. Moach saved by Classic, makes it a 2-on-2. Bomb in the hands of Ricky now, picking it up off Parasite's body, going for the plant. Does he get this in time?
Oh, yeah, he's going to have that nicely done. Needs to dodge, though.
Fierce is trying to cover.
Oh, Moach and Classic coming in from the side. Classic picks up one.
And Fierce is screwed now.
No, I don't know if he... Oh, I feel if he'd have won that gunfight, that would have been completely different. Now, all that's happening is you're seeing the guys over at JusTus waste time. Someone already on the defuse. The pre-fire comes in, and JusTus played that one perfectly.
Classic would have had that defused, even if Fierce shot it looked like. And nice confidence from JusTus. Just hopping on that bomb, trusting the teammate to cover, and they're going to take the round 4-2 after Legal and Prophecy had first blood in that. Another nice push after dropping the first blood. We're going to start things off with Classic, though. He's 6-3 for JusTus. Let's see how he's doing it. Working with Enable, also 5-3 in this game. Everyone from JusTus seeming to shoot well so far in this series.
Yeah, Classic with that bomb, though, needs to be careful because he doesn't want to get shut down here. That's not the best position to die with bomb, but Ricky draws first blood against Enable. That's a big kill, however, immediately traded as Slacked cleans up the kill on Ricky. Classic looking for someone, still has some ammo left there. It's Machilla at the other side of the map. With Overclock going to challenge up top mid. Oh, it got real windy.
Shots. Legal. Able to clean that one up, and Slacked, now your last man standing, as we see another kill coming in on Classic from Parasite.
1 on 2. Slack turns around.
Oh, no!
Oh, Parasite, put the controller down.
Slacked gives him the business after taking
ASM
5 bullets in the
one.
back. He crossed prison shots Parasite with the ASM-1.
Can we
They
send
lose the
Parasite
round,
a bunch of flowers?
but that hurts.
We need to send him some flowers. Maybe some cookies, too. Who doesn't like cookies?
Everyone loves cookies.
Exactly.
Do they make you feel better when you
absolutely.
get burned?
Maybe not. Maybe. Yeah. I don't know what you have to send someone after that happens, but Parasite. I wish we had Parasite's facial reaction to that because...
Hands were in the air, guaranteed.
I guarantee he went, what? Really loud. You know, like the Haggy, what?
The Haggy Muppet, what?
Yeah. That's his trademark. His go-to. I just got destroyed and I don't know how.
Okay, Ricky on your screen. Doesn't get destroyed. Once again, guys, watch how Ricky is the farthest pushed back player. Everyone else charges forward. Legal going to lead this charge for Prophecy over at A.
Plus, JusTus still in the lead in this game, 4-3. Relatively close. We'll give you updates in other games when they get a little closer. It's 3-1 to FaZe still, and the other game's still waiting to get underway.
3 rounds to 1?
Yep, in favor of FaZe. Of course, they're going up against Stunner, but for now, this game, the furthest advanced, so we'll stick with it.
Parasite and Fears taking fire. Fears was dropped. Parasite escapes only for a moment, so 2-2 after an even trade. Ricky, trying to stay alive after that last kill, is going to be looking for another A-bomb already planted. Now it's going to be up to Slacked as Enable is cleaned up by Illegal, or Moach rather.
Oh, Slacked! That's movement at its greatest right there.
Just double pogoed him right there.
And then I love the strafe to the right too. That was what made that just so nice. But
Slacked making it look so easy. Not enough time to get the defuse.
Yeah.
He did get 3 kills this round though, and Slack's starting to heat up. So look out for JusTus, but props to Prophecy, who ties up our score at 4 apiece.
Yeah, big plays coming in from them. We'll see if they can try and close it out. I think this next round is just going to be so important. First bloods. Need to see Ricky's perspective, as he's top of his team, 8-6. Slack though 10-6. He's having a fantastic game as well. Chuck it.
And Ricky gonna have his hands full. Up comes Slacked any moment. He spots the bomb carrier, but was he just heard? Legal gonna drop first blood. Shots going down, that's 2. And they wait for the trade patiently on Prophecy. 3 against 1, and Enable's gonna be cleaned up before Ricky is finished. Nice setup on defense. Prophecy taking their first lead in this game.
Yeah, can they close it out as well? I feel like they need to, because you don't want JusTus going 2-0 up, going into a respawn game type. I believe it's going to be CTF will be the third map. Obviously, the quarterfinals should all be the same maps. see that Fizz one more time, clean up that kill. Your final, sorry, round ending kill cam. And it's also worth mentioning, well, in fact, we'll actually throw up the FaZe game as well. Go split screen, because that game's looking pretty one-sided. I want to give you guys the update on that one. 5-1 overall to FaZe on the left-hand side of your screens. Meanwhile, on the right-hand side, Prof 5-4 up. We're on board with Ricky one more time, and again, playing so passively right now.
He's got hit markers there on both stuns, so Enable definitely called out. The camo fight, cloak on cloak. Ricky wisely backing down. Parasite trying to edge up with this bomb, taking his time. Fears watching that middle fire door. Ricky, though, putting himself in a very vulnerable position. One player up top. Moch also trying to get an angle from down low. He's fired. He's appearing on your screen. Classic picks up 2. 3 down now for Prof. JusTus needing just one more kill as Moch takes out Classic on accident. A little friendly fire, but still a 1-on-3 now for Legal.
I feel like that one's going to round 11. Legal goes down. 5-5. Meanwhile, FaZe on the left-hand side. Sensor still alive. He was pretty tagged up, though, so he's going to have to just move himself around a little bit. Apathy, a teammate still alive with him. Sensor checks that bomb. Doesn't look like anyone's planting. 40 seconds left. They're going to rotate all the way to B. Rotating as a duo here. Like that play. Stay together. Try and get that trade.
Round 11 starting up on your right. Is FaZe going to finish this one out? It looks like they need just one more kill.
Sensor in a one-on-one.
And Doug's going to get that down. All right, here we go, though, with the round 11. As it looks like FaZe did lose that previous round. Ricky on your screen. Double stuns going out. This time, no connection. Action inside as the first blood picked up by Parasite. A flank coming in now as Parasite's going to run into Classic. Classic picks up the kill. 3-on-3. JusTus backing up Prophecy with the bomb, playing this one very passively.
Okay. Ricky with that bomb, up with Legal and Fizz. Going up against Enable, Slacked, and Classic. Ricky just jumping up and down, making some noise over at the other side of the map. Shots being fired right now around the outside, and Fizz going to try and win that gunfight. He's not going to be able to do so. That was Enable that wins that one, and Legal goes down too. That leaves Ricky all by himself in a 1-on-3. Cleans up Slacked, now a 1-on-2.
He's got this at A if he wants to go for the plant. 30 seconds left, both opponents over at B. Ricky trying to get some angles. Going to go for the slow play. If you're going to have anyone from this squad in a 1-on-3, it's going to be Ricky. He only has 2 more opponents to get through now, and he looks like he's got a clear plan. Bomb coming in, though, in the hands of Classic. Or, excuse me, Classic coming in to defend this bomb, and he's going to get the kill. There we go. JusTus. They first force round 11, then they take it. As JusTus will lead Prophecy now 2-0 in our best-of-5 Classic with your game-ending kill cam. And you'll see also FaZe taking their game 6-2 over Stunner. So a 2-0 lead for JusTus, 2-0 lead for Denial, and a 2-0 lead for FaZe.
Slasher just went 18-13 in that game, by the way.
18-13.
No, sorry, 18-3. Sorry.
18-3.
18-3. Yeah, that's where I was trying to go with that one. That was kind of one-sided game right there, but both those 2 games ending at the same time. So, updates. Optic Gaming still 2-1 up against Aware. JusTus just going 2-0 up against Prophecy in the other quarterfinal. Of course, winner of those 2 games will play each other in the semis. Denial 2-0 up against Rise, but they're currently on the screen. 50 seconds left. Round 2 of 2, Denial 2-0 up. It's looking good for them. And, of course, FaZe just going 2-0 against Stunner.
Go bar, hold on, go bar. I got the flag. No, behind me. All the way in our spawn. At our back stairs. Let's get, all right. All right, we gotta get back. Top ring, yeah, just 30 seconds.
And, in fact, we can actually throw up the Optic Gaming game as well. There are currently 2 minutes left. That's going to be on the left-hand side. Attaching Denial still on the right. 2-1 in that CTF bucket. So that one potentially a little closer than we may have thought.
Yeah, lots of time left in both these games. We're going to throw it to a commercial break, guys. When we come back, we'll show you the end of this match as well as game number 3 coming up between JusTus and Prophecy.